Okay, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We're finally here. We are finally here. I can see there's a few of you already in the watching already, and some of you were waiting for this moment. Today we're here to talk about Jack, hero or villain or hero, whatever we can put him as. I'm gonna be eating because it's breakfast here in Ireland, so if people don't like watching somebody eat, maybe tune out. So baked beans, mm, that's good, you know. So since Jack came from Aston Villa, came to Man City, there's been a lot of fans. Look, let's not say a lot, but there's a division between the fan base. Exhibit A, people think he can do better. They think he has to add more goals to his game. They think he has to dribble more. He has to take on his man instead of passing backwards, instead of holding on to the ball for so long. Then there's Exhibit B. They think he's the best player that we have. They say Jack is important in everything we do, which is not a lie. I'm not going to take that away. They think what he's doing right now is instructed by Pep Guardiola. So the fact that he holds the ball, the fact that he doesn't take on his man, the fact that he doesn't score a lot, he doesn't assist a lot, because Pep Guardiola has told him to be tracking back, and Pep Guardiola told him, don't score any goals, Jack. I just want you to hold on to the ball, get some fouls, etc. Have big legs, look good. Look, I'm gonna be serious for a minute here, because I want this to be the last video or the last thing I talk about Jack. If you've been watching this channel for so long, if you go on my channel right now and look for Jack, there's a video I did on Jack when people were not supporting Jack. Same people who are attacking me these days, same people who come after me and say I have an agenda against Jack. Ah, gosh, let me just. That tastes good, isn't it? Let's see. There's somebody in the comments already. Let me see. Oh yeah, there's a new member. First of all, there's a new member here. Big up to you, Eric, man. New member. Thank you for becoming a new member. Big up to you. Let me just see here. I thought you rated Jack, Patrick. You were praising him in some games last season. We're gonna get to that, because the question is, do I hate Jack? Because some people think I hate him. Some people think I have an agenda. So we're gonna find out today. Do I have an agenda? I'm gonna be honest with you. And you see this comment over here for those who think I hate Jack? Do you see that comment? Just go to my channel and see the video I did. After this video, go and see the Jack video I did when some of you were on his backside. But let me explain. Jack is not a bad player. He's not a bad player. And I'm not going to sit there and say this guy is shit or this guy stinks. No, this guy is a good player. If you were to count down the best players in England right now as we speak, Jack would be high on that list. He would. Let's not lie. He would be high on that list. When he was at Aston Villa, I was one of the people crying for Jack to come to Man City. But what's the issue? What issue do I have? Why other people in the fan base, we'll start with that side, why other people in the fan base don't rate him as much as others? Look, in football, there's different types of fans. Number one, there's fans who are used to certain type of players. Like, for instance, let's talk about that guy. I forgot his name. His name is very hard to say. The guy from Napoli. That guy excites some of us. The guy from Napoli. When we see him play, when he dribbles past his man, whatever he does, that's the type of player some of us say we rank this guy. Another player who some people rate, and it's similar to who I rate, is what's his name? Mitoma. That doesn't mean I don't rate Jack. Don't make the mistake that Jack is not shit. We're not trying to say Jack is bad, but I'm just saying everybody has a preference in life. Same thing as people. Some of you prefer women with big backsides. Some of you prefer women with big chest. It's up to you. It's the same thing as everybody. Some people prefer dating somebody who's black. Some people prefer dating somebody who's white. Somebody who's Chinese, Asian, Indian, from whatever, blue, black, yellow, whatever. Everybody prefers something. When you're getting your iPhone, some people want the iPhone to be white, black, green, yellow. So the issue with Jack is there's a certain part of the fan base that don't rate him as a winger. Get these words right. They don't rate him as a winger because some people are used to watching Ronaldinho. Like myself, I used to love Ronaldinho. So look at where I'm coming from. Ronaldinho, Mitoma. Look at the wingers I'm looking at. That's for me. By the way, this doesn't mean I hate or have an agenda against him. That's the same thing with everybody in the fan base. Stop crying that we have an agenda against Jack. No, he's just not the winger we would prefer. We have him. We support him at City. He's been very important this season. He's been very important last season, actually. Last season, he was very important. But I don't want people coming to me telling me that Jack is the reason why we won the treble. That is nonsense. Don't be saying Jack is the big reason. No. He's a small percentage. He's not a big percentage of us winning the treble. I understand. He scored goals against Arsenal, Liverpool. He scored that Man United goal, even though we lost after we got robbed. But there's this part of the fan base right now. Have you heard of player worship, where people worship a player instead of supporting a team? That's what's becoming of some Man City fans. You are worshiping a player and you are willing to go nasty. You're going to get nasty. You're going to go toe to toe with your fellow fan base. Tell them to get out of the club just because you worship a player. Some of you, let's not lie, you don't like Jack because of football. Some of you it's because he's a good-looking guy. Let's keep it 100. Some of you don't like Jack because he's a good football player, or he's great, he's the next Gareth Bale, or he's the next David Beckham. It's just you like him because he's good looking. Some of you, we know you, but we won't expose you. Now let's get back to football. What frustrates me about Jack as a player is I saw him at Aston Villa, right? I saw him at Aston Villa. Yes, it's different teams, different systems. This guy can take on his man. Let's keep it a buck. This man can dribble. He can dribble past people. But I see what he's trying to do. I get what he's trying to do. He doesn't want to lose the ball because I think he thinks he will. If he loses the ball, Pep will drop him. There's certain people in this team of ours, like Foden, they don't care. They'll dribble, lose the ball. They don't care. I know Pep will get mad, but who cares? That's very talented. That talent will show. So Pep will play them again. But Jack, he doesn't want to take a risk. For me, that just frustrates me. That's why I get frustrated. It's not like I'm a hater, but I get frustrated. That's the thing. Don't think some of us hate him. We don't hate him. He's our player. Jack Grealish is an important Man City player, but some of us don't like the way he plays when he's in the wing. Maybe one day, Jack will become a midfielder. I would like to see that as a dream. I would like to see him as a midfielder because I think he would cook. I've seen him when he goes down the middle. He plays very well, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe let's see the comments. Maybe it's just me. Let's see what the comments are saying. Big up, guys. Welcome to the channel. By the way, guys, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to do the Messi video, the Ballon d'Or video, because the nonsense that's coming out of Messi fanboys is rubbish. But anyway, listen. Rav says, big up to you, man. Grealish plays in an attacking position, but never attacks. If it was me who said that, if I speak, if it was me who said that, like that's the thing. Like even some guy made a video, man. For this comment, I'm gonna play this. Man, for that comment, I had to play that. You are right. That's the thing is, he plays an attacking position. He's an attacker. This is to the Jack Grealish fans who try to defend him. Oh, he doesn't have to score. This man had 5 goals in 2 seasons. This man is our winger. He had 5 goals. This man had 5 goals. I'm sorry. I love Jack. He's our player. But no, how can I defend this man? How can I go to the table and people are arguing about wingers? I bring my winger and he's got 5 goals in 2 seasons. Like he has the potential to score more goals. He does have the potential. I have seen this guy, Jack, go into a position where he has to score. He passes it backwards. Am I the only one in the room who's seen that? Huh? It's not an agenda. Again, the people who are joining, I don't hate Jack. I don't have any narratives or agendas against him. It's just, I think this player can do more than what he can do, but he plays it safe. And maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it's the fact that Pep Guardiola is very strict, and Jack thinks if I lose the ball, if I don't hold on to the ball, if I try to do something risky, the only time I saw Jack going full on, I don't give a shit, was against Chelsea. Excuse me. Do you remember that Chelsea game we played them? I don't know if we won 4-0 or something. Jack was, De Bruyne wasn't there, Bernardo Silva wasn't there, Gundogan wasn't there. It was Jack, Alvarez, and them guys. And Jack was drifting down the middle, taking on his man, playing. He played one of the best games. Like Chelsea couldn't, I think he was unlucky not to score, but Chelsea could not contain him. That's the first time I saw him playing risky football. But overall, it's always played safe. And the funny thing is, even Riyad Mahrez became similar. It was so painful. But sometimes the difference between him and Jack was Mahrez sometimes was willing to take a risk and just say, you know, F it, I'll do something. That's all we want. Anyway, let's read another comment. It's the price that people keep bringing up, but apart from that, Jack is a good player. I don't care about the price, Rav. I don't care about the price. When Jack came to Man City, as I said, I made a video. I didn't care about the price. I don't care about the price. I wanted Jack at Man City. I still want Jack at Man City. I love Jack at Man City. Man City. He's a good player. But the thing is, sometimes take a risk, my brother. Sometimes, Jack, don't just hold on to the ball. If you're in the position to score, score. Don't just pass backwards, fall down to the floor. We've seen you do it, so do it. That's what we're asking. Do it. I don't want my winger to be having a GA of 5. I'm sorry, I can't. Jack, he can take on a man and get into the advanced position. He can, but does he do it that much? No, he doesn't. He wants to play safe. Jack is predictable. That's why most of his shots get blocked. Again, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's the chat cooking. It's not me. It's the chat cooking. It's the chat that's cooking. It's the chat that's cooking. This is me every time when Jack plays and I want him to take on his man.
I need that. We need that. I need that.
Yeah, I just need him to take on his man. That's all I need. I just take on your man. So Grealish is predictable. That's the thing. There was a point in time, City fans, we were losing. Remember, we were just winning games by a margin. You know why? Because both our wingers, Jack and Mahrez, were so predictable. The other opposition knew Mahrez is going to cut in. Mahrez is going to pass backwards. It was so predictable. Or Jack is going to hold on to the ball, wait for a midfielder, and then pass it. Now, there's some people said, oh, chance creation. Look at his chance creation. But majority of the time, we don't score shit from his chance creation. I'm telling you, it's not like we hate Jack. We just want him to do more and he can do better. Okay. He's not a winger. You know what? I don't know what he is, man. I don't know what he is. Mereso a wild what? He's what? He's a Mereso wild midfielder. Yeah, that's the thing. I think Pep wants to play midfielders as wingers. That's the issue we have. Good morning, Patrick. Are you good? I'm good, man. You won the treble with Jack for a reason. Man. Yeah, but yeah, let me answer this. People keep saying it's Pep's instructions, right? Some good breakfast. It's Pep's instructions. I don't think so. Because this same Pep Guardiola has come to the press multiple times and said Jack can do better. The same Pep Guardiola has said Jack can add more to his numbers. I wanted to clip the videos, but the thing is the copyrights. But the same Pep Joseph Guardiola has said Jack excellent at tracking back, excellent at what he's doing, holding on the ball, possession, drawing fouls, getting people involved in the game. But he says he can do better in attack. He said it in a press after the Newcastle game. He said it. So I don't think it's instructions from Pep Guardiola. It's not instructions from Pep Guardiola. So all we are asking, I repeat this, because I want to do another video, because this Ballon d'Or thing is pissing me off. So I'm going to post another video. But Pep Guardiola said Jack can do better in offense. Guess what? I've said this multiple times. You've heard me say this multiple times. John Stones and Walker and a few players, when they're talking about Jack, they say he can score more goals. He needs to add goals to his game. Jack went on TV and said, do you hear what your captain is saying? It was Walker as captain had the band then. He's like, yeah, all the lads say I can add more goals, and it's true, I can add more goals. All he has to do is add more goals. Somebody said he's very predictable. He is predictable because he always tries to curl the shot. Maybe he should learn, as much as people hated Raheem, maybe he should also learn how to do those tap-ins like Raheem. Get tap-ins. He was doing them last season for a while. Then he went back again to the Jack, who just stays in certain positions and then just drags the ball, gets a foul. Anyway, Jack plays what a coach asks for. I don't really think they asked him not to score. That's what I'm saying. Grealish knew what he was getting into when he signed for Man City. Pep doesn't tell him not to attack and try to make things happen when the opportunity presents itself. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I keep telling Jack Sections. You know, Jack sections, people who find Jack Grealish very attractive, they ignore all football. They just find him attractive and they'll back him to the end. Guys, nobody hates Jack. Nobody has an agenda. You can list whatever games he's had an effect on. All we want is goals and assists and more attack. Take on your man. Take on your fullback, please. Grealish could definitely score more goals. Thank you very much. Somebody has finally seen the light. Huh? Somebody has finally seen the light.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
And that's all I want. I want goals, man. I don't hate on this guy. I want goals. Anyway, so before the Jack's sections wake up, it's 11. They usually wake up around 1 o'clock. I'm going to go on to the Ballon d'Or video. I'm going to post another link. Let's just read this. There's a lot of comments. I hope this is not the Jack hive. Why don't you say the same for Bernardo? 6 years in team, but he doesn't have much season goals. That's a good question. And thank you very much for asking it. Bernardo Silva has had higher impact at Man City than Jack. You get credit in this world. It's called credit in the bank. Gundogan doesn't score a lot of goals, but has had impact, a very big impact. Jack has not done the impact Bernardo Silva and Gundogan have done for us to go on a title-winning run. I'm just saying, and it's the truth. Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, even though they score less goals, Gundogan scored crucial goals, important in most games. I want to see games, right? Jack has to do games like Bernardo Silva and Gundogan. There was a time when Bernardo Silva, even though he wasn't scoring games, he was so good and untouchable. I mean, like good. Bernardo Grealish hasn't reached the level of Bernardo Silva in this team of effect. He will maybe do it because he's young. He's 27, isn't it? Or 28. Until he does start affecting the whole season, I mean, like an actual season. That's the same thing Phil Foden. The issue with Phil Foden we have when you're trying to back up Phil Foden. I'm even talking about Phil Foden. Phil Foden is a baller. He's a good player. But because of Pep dropping him multiple times and him getting injured, Phil Foden has never had a season where you're like, wow, Phil Foden carried us for most of the games. Bernardo has. Jack hasn't. In those 6 years, Bernardo has carried us in few games. And you're like, wow, and he's set impact. Sterling, Sane, Jesus Mares were scorers, but Pep didn't care. He did because goals score goals. Goals win games. Without goals, holding on to the ball doesn't win games. Jesus wasn't clinical like Haaland. Thank you very much. Grealish is in the winger, always pass back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, let's also talk about the positive. Jack has a very, very good skill of keeping the ball, which is also good, by the way. It's not easy, and it helps this Man City system. So there's a good side, and some of us, we rate that highly too. I know there's demands of us saying his GA has to go up. He has to be able to dribble past his wingers, but him keeping the ball draws defenders to him, opens spaces. So Jack has actually been important also for the City team. But the demands from half of the fan base, I don't know if I can say half, some of the fan base is, my guy, please, we want more goals, we want more assists because you're a winger. I'm sorry, when you're an attacker, that's what you're judged on. I'm sorry, that's what you are. As an attacker, there's no go on attacking. Is there ball retention in attacking or fouls? Is there a versus? No, there's no. This created okay, but Stones, Walker, Kanji, Ake should have been nominated for the Ballon d'Or. They should have. And we're going to talk about that in the Ballon d'Or video next. We're talking about it. City didn't sign Grealish for goals and assists. He signed for hold the ball. He has no ego.
I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think.
I please don't tell me Jack sexual. Please don't tell me, because that's come on, man. Come on. I get come on. So you're saying Jack mustn't score assist? Is that what he was scoring and assisting at Villa? The numbers were not high, but he was the one creating and assisting. He had a lot of assists at the season before we bought him, I think so, or prior. You can't tell me that Jack is not allowed to score and assist. Come on, man. No. Come on. Look, I love everybody in the comments, but you can't tell me that Jack is not meant to score and assist. Come on. Bernardo scored the biggest goals of our season against Madrid and Bayern. Where was Jack? Boom. Boom. Bernardo Silva was pivotal in the UCL. That's what I'm looking for. Look, if Jack starts impacting games like Bernardo Silva, Gundogan in big games or important games, I don't care about the goals. I'll stop. I will stop. It's funny you believe what Pep says on the interview. What do you want me to believe? I thought Pep is saying it. Like, if Pep says Jack has to score more goals, what do you want me to believe? Pep is good at taking the piss in interviews. Yeah, but he's also good at trying to push a player to do something in the interviews. Pep said he that Jack lacks brilliance in the final third. He obviously thinks he can do more in attack. Thank you. What have we missed for not getting GA from Jack? The only reason why Jack's GA, let me repeat this to everybody. The only reason why Jack's GA doesn't get criticized a lot is because Haaland is here, Alvarez is here. If Haaland wasn't here, I repeat, or Alvarez, if we were still playing false nine, do you remember the first season when Jack had a false nine and our goals were not as great? Yes, we scored a lot of goals, but we were struggling in certain games. Do you remember how people were attacking Jack and I defended him, but people were attacking him, saying this guy is useless. Why did we buy him? We spent 100 million. Guys, the only reason why some people in this team don't get criticized for goals, it's because Haaland is here right now. We're talking about now. Even Rodri scores important goals. That's how bad it is. Jack Sexuals, yeah, you will meet them, Jack Sexuals. They're going to comment in this video. They'll comment on Twitter right now. Some of them are getting pissed off. There's Jack Sexuals. They don't even care about football. Jack Sexuals don't care about football. All they care about is the fact that Jack is good looking. He wears a band. He's got long hair. He's got big legs. That's all they care about. He's the worst winger in the Pep era. 5 goals last season. Play in the midfield. I would like to see him in the midfield. Silva is a Man City club legend. Silva owns Liverpool. That's true. Silva does own Liverpool. Grealish is greater impact than Bernardo for the treble. Oh my God, guys, please, guys. Grealish has a greater impact than Bernardo for the treble.
I am in pain. I am in severe pain. I am in pain.
Grealish has a greater impact than Bernardo for the treble. Are you serious? Come on, come on. Did you watch the UCL? Did you watch the Champions League? Guys, what's going on here? Is Jack paying some of you guys? Jack, are you in the comments? Is that you, Jack? Is that wait, man? Tell me, this is Jack Grealish. That's you, isn't it? Jack, you're watching this. Jack, this must be you. No, this has to be Jack. This has to be himself. No. This has to be Jack himself. Big up to you for watching, Jack. But big up to you. I was trying to play devil's advocate for Grealish. Oh, is that what you're doing? But look at this comment, guys. Come on, guys. Look, I get it, but no. Bernardo Silva, Bayern, man. Bayern. The UCL Bayern. Madrid, 2 goals. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva retired Camavinga and Davis. Davis at Bayern said Bernardo Silva killed me. Camavinga, people were saying, oh, look at this guy, is a winger. No, look at this guy, is a midfielder, but he's playing as a 4-back. Amazing. Bernardo Silva made this guy irrelevant. Now we don't care about him anymore. Until Ancelotti took him away from being a winger, a 4-back, put him back into midfield because of Bernardo Silva. Okay, cool. Big up. Bernardo Silva does not play, in an attacking position like Grealish. He contributes all over the field in multiple position. Thank you very much. He's capable of scoring beautiful goals. He's capable. And I want Jack. I want the best for Jack. I don't hate Jack, by the way. I want the best for Jack. I want Jack to be able Look, let me tell you this, right? I think if Jack adds a few things to his game, he will be world class. If Jack starts scoring goals, assisting more, taking on his man sometimes, this guy is going to be world class. I think he's close to being world class. Like Jack is close to being one of the best players. If he adds goals and assists, oh, do you remember Vinicius at Madrid? Vinicius used to dribble, no end product. Did we ever talk about Vinicius? Madrid fans wanted Vinicius out of the club. Rodrigo at Madrid, they wanted him out of the club. Just add a few things to your game, man. Let Jack cook. Jack can cook. Jack should play the KDB position until he comes back. Never seen him in midfield. He would play it very well. I think he would do good. It's excuses for Jack, bro. With Foden, he can win fouls too and get 30 GA a season. Thank you very much, Stefano. Big up to you, man. Big up to you, Stefano, man. Big up to you. A lot of these Jack sexuals do not even want to see Doku succeed because he is a threat to their precious Jack. That's true. And that's the bad thing is there's people who love football and love Jack, like myself. Then there's Jack sexuals who want Foden not to succeed. They even hate Foden. Where happy Riyad Mahrez was sold, they don't want Alvarez to succeed because Alvarez is scoring more goals and getting more goals than Jack. They don't want Foden or anybody else to succeed. Doku to succeed. They don't want Doku to succeed. Jack sexuals. Jack sexuals don't care about Man City or football. They have posters of Jack, tattoos of Jack. They worship Jack. Jack is the Lord and Savior. Jack is the only player. Jack won us the treble by himself. Those are the Jack sexuals we're on about. Grealish should have scored that shot versus Madrid in 2021. He should have, man. In Grealish last season for Villa, 17 GA in 27 games. He can do it, so criticism is fair. Thank you. I'm telling people, I don't hate Jack. It's just I think he can do better. I've said this multiple times. Silva came clutch against Madrid, Bayern, and Inter. Silva scored goals against Madrid. We were all sitting here wondering if Madrid is going to beat us. Silva scored. So don't disrespect him. We have to accept after 2 years that Jack is no Mbappe, Vinicius, Martinelli. Yeah, he's not. I know he's not. He's different. All these Jack defenders better keep the same energy when it comes to Doku if he doesn't get a lot of GA. They won't keep the energy. They'll criticize him. They're keeping receipts. They're also keeping receipts for the first game. He should study how to get more goals. Maybe practice. You never know. You are talking about single games. Bernardo doesn't even start until after Pep changed the formation last season. But he still impacted the treble more than Jack. Without Bernardo Silva, we don't beat Madrid because he was cooking. Some of the players were not cooking, but he was cooking. Without Bernardo Silva, nobody cooks, David. Okay. Doku will challenge Grealish now, maybe. I'm gonna end this video. I want to start the video for the Ballon d'Or. You're right though. If Jack had the face of Anthony Gordon, nobody would defend his lack of goals and assists. Man, that's funny. That's funny. That is funny. Come on, let's admit that's funny. Because Anthony Gordon is being grilled, but he's not that bad. You're right, man. Shout out to the Uncle Rhodes group chat crew. Big up. Uncle Rhodes, man. Big up to you and big up to you, Stefano. Stefano, Gordon is awful, man. As a Liverpool fan, we have a similar problem with Luis Diaz. We need more output. But Diaz was cooking, wasn't he? After he was cooking. It took Vini 3 seasons to get more goals, so it's possible for what? But Vini was young. Jack is a bit older, but look, he's got time. Is Jack 27 years old? Guys in the chat. Jack is our only left winger, and I can tell you that last season Jack was the best. Look, he was cooking, but it's not. I didn't want to eat his cooking. Grealish doesn't read the game well enough or play enough anticipation to play in the Pep's midfield. Do you think so? I think Jack can play in the midfield. I think so. What? Luis Diaz is a baller. I also think it's a baller. I'm shocked by Liverpool fans. Look, guys, That's the video. He's 27. Oh, big up, big up, big up. Tell you, big up. Let me start the Ballon d'Or video because I'm running out of time. I need to go shopping. Guys, look. Jack is not a villain. Nor is he a hero to most. Let's just say he is what he is. He's good for the city system. Maybe that's what Pep wants, but I don't think that's what Pep wants because Pep has added a winger in Doku who's very fiery, who is able to take on his man. Pep has looked at certain games where Jack can be useful and where Doku can be useful. We have to support all our players. The question is, does Patrick hate Jack? No, I don't. Does Patrick have an agenda against Jack? Maybe I do. I don't know. No, I don't. Let's be serious. I don't. It's just I want this player to score more goals, take on his man sometimes, and to have better output. But guys, that's the Jack video. For those guys who missed it, go and watch it back. Now we're gonna switch on to the Messi video and Haaland video. That's for the Ballon d'Or. I'll post the link right now, guys. Thank you very much for being with me this morning. Excuse me. Let's hope the Jack Sex shows don't wake up and dislike this video. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate all of you, and good